Welcome to week 3 of Candidate Voices with 5051 Savannah, the series that brings you 5-minute interviews with candidates for Georgia's 1st Congressional District U.S. House election 2026. We welcome any candidates running for this office who meet our mission of upholding the Constitution and ending executive overreach to participate. Each of our candidates receive the same question in advance and are allowed to prepare. This is Robin with 5051 Savannah, here with our 4th week of Candidate Voices. I'm here with Defonsio Daniels. Good to see you again, Defonsio.
Nice to see you as well.
Here's the question of the week.
Mhm.
The Folkston ICE Processing Center has drawn criticism for human rights violations and lack of oversight. What is your position on the expansion of private immigration detention facilities in Georgia, and how should immigration enforcement be handled in a way that reflects constitutional values and local impact?
Well, as a candidate for the U.S. House of Representatives representing Georgia's 1st Congressional District, I stand firmly against the expansion of private immigration detention centers like Folkston's ICE Processing Center. The repeated human rights violations, lack of oversight, and unsafe conditions documented at the facility are unacceptable and incompatible with the American constitutional values. The government's first duty is to safeguard rights and treat all people with dignity and respect, regardless of their immigration status. Private detention centers, driven by profit rather than public accountability, have routinely failed this mission with tragic consequences for individuals and local communities. The recent death of Jasper Singh due to delayed and inadequate medical care is a stark reminder of the dangers posed by insignificant oversight and prioritization of profit over people. We must reject all and future expansions of private immigration detentions in Georgia. Instead, I will advocate for independent oversight and rigorous transparency to hold facilities accountable. Community-based alternatives to detentions that keep families together and support legal compliance with humane treatment, local decision-making power that allows our district to opt out of unnecessary and harmful detention practices. As your representative, I will work to ensure that immigration enforcement in Georgia upholds due process, equal protection, and reflects our district's values of justice, compassion, and accountability. It's time we move beyond mass detentions and invest in solutions that protect both our communities and constitutional rights. Not to mention, there are other problems that bringing these facilities into play also may eventually have on the communities. When it comes to things like prison gerrymandering, these people can be used, or prisoners, or I should say, immigrants can be used as part of the census, and they would be taken in consideration as I'm gonna go here as well. So they could be taken into consideration for people to basically be utilized and move and put in taking one people from one district and put into another district just to flood the census on one area. So there's a lot of consequences behind bringing in these places, bringing in these facilities, and also the influx of how much it's going to cost to house these places. And then you look at the areas they bring these facilities to, and they never look at the actual price and what the impact is going to be on the citizens that live in those areas. So there's a lot of things to take into consideration when you're dealing with these facilities, other than just the immigration portion that they're violating, the violations of that. And then who are going to be the next targets after after the individuals that they're targeting are all been apprehended. So it's just so many things that we have to worry about, and that's basically this is my stance on that facility and any other facility that we bring in our district. Thank you.
All right. You still
Yeah,
have a minute and a half.
I do. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Me personally, I've been out in this location. I've actually talked to some of the citizens that live out there. They have mixed feelings about what's going on. Some of the things they don't fully understand, but they do understand that it brings in a lot of jobs. But what they don't understand is what's going to be the cost of their water, what's going to be the cost of the electric bill, and how much is going to cost to literally run this facility. And they don't see the full impact of their their environment, and what kind of atmosphere is it creating for that local community that's there too. Is this going to become a police environment? Is it going to become something to where you can be subject to being targeted, being pulled over, and just violating your rights at that time? So there's so many mixed emotions out in those communities, and when you walk out there, you start to grasp a sense of it, because everybody is not getting it yet, but it's starting to sink in little bit by little bit how this might not be such a good idea. And for others, they're all for it, because the only thing that they're thinking about is get the immigrants out of here. And there's just nothing processing through their brains at that time. So that's all they're worried about. But people with more logical, reasonable thought processing, they do understand that there's other issues that they have potential of actually dealing with as well. So is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? So, those are some of the things that I know the citizens firsthand are actually thinking about.